there's nothing more that I love than adventure, and one of my favorite adventures of the year is heading up to the Yukon to hunt Alaskan Yukon moose in the rut with a great friend, Joel Wilkinson and Ceasar Lake Outfitters. Oh, hey, Joel, careful. It's funny, Joel is completely booked for moose hunts every single year, and he thinks it's because he's a great outfitter. It's because what an awesome cook his mom is. And she's such a sweet lady. Okay, and the moose hunting's pretty freaking awesome. It's true. I heard from Don Wilkinson, one of your guides that we've hunted with before, that the trapper's cabin we're going into has some very unique wallpaper. It was actually old Playboy centerfolds.
Yes, it was.
Yes, and in the middle of hunting season, actually, Richie's been quite excited to get to this cabin. But we've been informed that maybe the old wallpaper has been taken down, and that might have been by a grizzly bear, because a grizzly bear has trashed it over and over the years. But we're gonna fix our cabin up, and we're gonna spend 10 days in the Playboy Mansion.
Nobody's hunted moose in there before, other than the old trapper from the 70s, so it'll be an experience.
She's got markers on here for how many animals she's packed out. The only catch there is that comes with flying into a hunter's paradise is that you have to leave your babies behind. Aside from that one little hiccup that pulls at my heart, there isn't any greater feeling of anticipation in the world as a hunter. The beauty of this land grabs you and pulls you in. The Playboy Mansion! Let's go look. There's a piece of plywood we can patch it with. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! There was an explosion in here! I think that's porcupine poop. Yeah. Welcome to the mansion. We just made it to our camp. Just unloading the plane, and there's moose. There's a bull moose right at the end of the lake. He's grunting. We're making noise. I've gone a week before at a lake and not seen a bull moose, and we've been here 39.5 seconds.
But you have some fresh rhubarb and a Bravo that you could probably just clean the plugs and it'll go.
I think we can sea-doo right across the lake with it.
Yeah, I don't know why I brought the boat, to be honest.
We're the guys that go deep. We go and find new country for Joel. And then there's little prima donna, like do your nails kind of guys like Pat Reeve. And when he comes, he flies in to the rivers with jet boats, and they have like a little palace on the side of the river. And they have like great big 65-inch bulls halter broke for him. Who knows what could happen in the next 10 days? I'd like to have a minute alone with the grizzly bear that did this to our cabin. You fit, Rich.
It's good to be short sometimes.
Almost done. Sun's gonna set in about half an hour. Within 8 hours, as much as I thought it was impossible, Richie and I had the mansion semi-livable. Just taking a couple practice shots. Make sure everything's good. Roll them. It's Christmas. Red and green. Nocturnal. Bring on a great big bull moose. In all the times you throw out a hopeful wish, not very often is it answered at all, let alone this quickly. I didn't even make it to the Glendale, and I could hear a bull grunting, and it wasn't far off. What is going on? He's got drop tines, he's got wavy paddles like the Pat Reeve buck. Bull. Oh, I don't know what we're gonna do yet. He just found that cow. We gotta hope that he doesn't chase her back into the trees. I'm gonna get my bow shit hiked up. That is my all-time dream moose. All time. Like, you can't paint more of a dream moose for me. Get that, Richie. I'm all on it. There's gonna be a lot of drop tines obscuring your view, but try to get through them. He's got velvet drop tines. Easy fronts. He's gonna come around the shore. There's no other cows that way. This bull had come 400 yards down the edge of the lake towards us, and he happened to stop just 3 steps out of our window, 18 yards away. The anticipation and anxiety that came with this bull stopping where he did was nearly unbearable. This bull decided to do the exact opposite of the way my dreams played out, and he walked away. Going away. Let's get out of here. That bull came right down the shoreline and got 30 yards from us and chose to stop right where he did, right behind a big tree, and that was his point where he wanted to wait and listen. He knew it was right there. If he comes around that tree, he could get blindsided. That's the bull I've described to my friends my entire life of what I want for a dream bull. He had a big twisted brow. He had a drop tine off his brow on both sides. That's the pinnacle of moose hunting. Oh. Just set sail in our romantic little rowboat. It says 5 persons. Just wondering where you'd put the other 3 people. Oh, look at that! Whoa. He's not the biggest moose in the entire world, but he's the most awesome, most unique, coolest moose I've ever seen. Like the character that he has, I'm never gonna call it moosing again. That's a pretty negative prediction to make, but in my experiences, it's proven to be true. You never call the same bull in twice. However, the next morning at twilight, we had action in the exact same place. Down the shoreline. I'm in my pajamas. Look at this. This is mossy oak gray. Mossy oak in your bed gray. I came out to warm the lake up this morning, and the burner went from lukewarm to scorching hot with a bull coming in. I had to run back and like shake Richie in a sleeping bag. It's not even legal shooting light when I was calling. I shouldn't have been calling. On the same ridge that the triple drop tine bull was yesterday. Oh, in my pajamas. Look at this. I think he's awesome, but he's just not the triple drop tine bull. From now on, Rich, just call me Hugh.
Oh, nailed it.
Oh, at the top of my game. I really am. Oh, somebody's grunting. Oh, we're playing footage. That's what happened this morning before the pancake breakfast. Although deep down I thought it was pointless, I couldn't stop searching for that bull. I hung stealth cams on every corner of the lake, and we ventured far beyond our homeland. It's an old conibear trap. That is a big track. We're walking down an old trapline trail. It's all grown in. Look how high up that blaze is. Makes me wonder who put that there. What kind of person they were. It makes me wish I could visit with them. Hear stories about up here. There's one right there. Use that on your backpack. That's my old buddy Jim. That's my old moose hunting partner Richie. Sometimes I wonder if Jimmy isn't wearing a backpack with my face and my signature on it.
I think there's a real good chance of that.
I keep thinking about that giant moose at the end of the lake. Only once in my moose hunting career I've seen a bull, or a big old bull, multiple times. And that was back in 2005 with Jim Shockey. He was the guide, I was the cameraman. And we called a bull in for Don Jenkins, a really good friend of ours and a client of Jim's. And we didn't get a shot with Don's bow. And then 14 days later, a fella named Bobby Chisano, another great friend, he shot the same bull. And that's the only time I've seen a big old bull multiple times up here in the Yukon. But who knows, maybe there's another moose out there for me. Maybe there's a bigger one tomorrow. And a really good moose hunting partner would share his cup of green tea with you. But I'm not a really good moose hunting partner. I love you, Richie. No matter how far away we explored, each and every day it was in the back of my mind that we needed to hurry home, just in case the drop tine bull ever returned to the lake. There's a bull grunting here and there's a bull grunting over here. Right there, Rich. Get down. Right there. It's the dropper. When he comes into that gap, I'm gonna shoot.
Smoked him. He's hurt bad.
I have no idea where he just went.
He was hurt though.
I have no... Oh, Richie!
I don't.
Richie!
I've never seen a moose like that.
That's my dream moose. I could spend the rest of my life shooting moose with my bow, but that's my dream moose with anything. 321 yard Mercury airboat ride to my dream moose. Come on, come on. Richie. What a beautiful old creature. He is a beast. Isn't he awesome?
It's crazy.
A double dropper with a big hook flyer like a muley. And even though I've told Richie that you never see a bull twice up here in the Yukon, you hope and pray, and it's in the back of your mind. And the bull steps out across the lake here. My mind went to jelly, and I threw my pack down and I grabbed my 7mm and I shot him at 315 yards. Look how massive those brows are. There's nothing more insane in moose country than this bull. Joel Wilkinson, Ceasar Lake Outfitters, a family-run operation for 30-some years. And since I started my TV show, he's given me a lot of opportunities to come up here and hunt. And I'm so grateful for that chance to be his friend and to have the chance to hunt in his territory, because it is seriously world class. Look at these velvet tassels. I shot a caribou 3 or 4 years ago with Joel's dad, Terry, on one of the most awesome hunts I've ever been on, again with Ceasar Lake. I'm the luckiest guy in the entire world. I really am. There's a lot of people out there that have worked really hard and tried to get what they've always wanted, and they maybe didn't make it there because they didn't have the right door open at the right time. And I'm so grateful for all the chances that I've ever gotten. And this moose and mule deer are my 2 favorite animals to hunt. And this is my dream moose. My dream moose. He's wicked. He's absolutely wicked. He's beautiful. Just field dressed my bull. Got him his rib cage propped open so we can cool tonight. We're paddling back in the dark. And Richie's camera light in my eyes. I have no idea where I'm going. I don't have a clue. But it doesn't matter. We're heading back to the Playboy Mansion to eat like kings. That was a long day.
Yep.
The day just began when I thought it was over. Richie,
Yep.
didn't it?
And it continues tomorrow.
Does it ever? With 7 days left in the most awesome moose country in the world, my cameraman Richie and I changed roles. I'm the cameraman, and Richie Casement, the live to hunt cameraman, the guy that makes it happen, is the shooter.
This is an opportunity I never ever thought I would get, so I'm as excited and appreciative, if that's a word, as I can get.
It is a word, and it makes sense. He deserves it, though. Now, Richie's been doing most of the camera work for the last 2 years, and I only sub in when I have to, and then you know, like a real Ferrari on the highway. And today I got the nod. Richie and I are just hiking back to the lake from the spot that we like to call on the river. So far, no moose today, no grunts, but we can't really complain because we've had a lot of action every day before this, so. We've been stuck in the cabin for 2 days. Richie comes out, I was gonna make crab dinner, like the lunch of moose hunting champions. Richie comes running back just in a frenzy. He's like, moose grunting, moose grunting.
this way. That was cool.
We came down here with the thought that he probably wasn't big enough. And maybe he wasn't. That's in the eye of the beholder. But when he got here, he looked awesome.
He grew.
Yeah, he had really tall, long paddles.
If he's at 30 yards, it'd be pretty hard to say no to. We got like no wind. I don't know if he got a whiff of us. Could shot him with the rifle all day. That was awesome. I've never done that myself with an Alaskan Yukon moose. So that was a cool experience, regardless of the outcome.
Fresh 55-inch double drop tine bull moose steaks, backstraps. And there's nowhere in the entire world that they're gonna taste better than in the Playboy Mansion. Do you guys hear that? It's just another critter trying to get back in the Playboy Mansion. What, guys? Richie, get the Cooper and load it. There's something coming in here.
Go back to bed.
Get up! It's a Magnum Beaver crossed with a 747. Oh, what?
I can feel him.
You can feel him? This is like a horror movie. Jump hard. Get him. Rich, don't go out there without the Cooper. Whatever it is will eat you. Richie. Well,
Worked fine. I think I scared him.
I think you can scare anything away in your underwear, Rich.
He's just jealous of my bum.
Maybe you saw your package. We all know that was a joke. We're trying to cook chicken noodle soup on a rainy day. There's a little boat going across on the other side of the lake, and I bet you he's 315 yards or so.
We've been waiting a day and a half to see a moose. And this is the jumbo that just showed up.
Richie. Tenderloins.
If I was meat hunting, that'd be the perfect bowl, but I'm going for a little bit more than the meat, I hate to say.
Richie's a passionate hunter just like me. Maybe that's why we work so good together. But I've never seen anyone more passionate about fishing than him. He sneaks a breakdown fly rod in his pack on every adventure we go on. And on this trip, he was fired up at the chance to catch a big grayling. She's been sitting out on that lake on that boat every spare minute that we haven't been moose hunting, trying to catch one of these grayling. And he had one yesterday come right up to the boat and get off right when he tried to net it, and he was heartbroken. I thought he was going to cry himself to sleep.
Oh, look at that. The blues, the red.
That is so gorgeous.
That's one of the prettiest fish in the world right there, in my books. And it's my first grayling on a fly rod, and it's my biggest grayling ever, so it's not an Alaskan Yukon moose, but it's a heck of a trophy. could eat this, but I've got too much respect for him. So we're just gonna let him go.
That is a great big Arctic grayling in the middle of the Yukon. Just had like a 5-minute fight. It was amazing.
He's 38, I can go right there. Oh. 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 It's like a wicked shot. Oh. Oh. Oh.
That's intro montage stuff. You see that?
Some people are gonna think I'm crazy. Isn't that cool? That was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in the wild. With that experience, I didn't even need to shoot him.
No, you don't.
That was one of the craziest moments of my life, just watching that.
That's cool. Richie's last night and we can't convince him to shoot that bull with the diamond bow. What? That was pretty cool.
That was incredible. Like that's what we wanted all week.
Yes.
And he did it.
Yes.
He wasn't quite the right bull, and I feel like I'm being greedy, but he's not my dream moose.
I'm Cody Robbins. I'm the new host of Cribs, and I'm going to take you on a renovated tour of the Playboy Mansion. Let's go. Start off in the carport we have the brand new Bravo. Tinted windows, jacked up, subwoofers, and chipped. That sucker can do 110 mile an hour across this lake with no snow or ice. Okay, now entering the Playboy Mansion. This is a brand new state-of-the-art. This is gonna come out in 2020. This is a new door handle, okay? Now instead of turning like these old rusty ones, you just lift and let gravity take its course. Okay? Okay, we're coming in here. This is the island, the kitchen. These are our custom cabinets up here. There's old 44 pistol bullets that we don't want to get too hot above the stove. The grizzly bear did some custom work on the shelving, so there's not a whole bunch of shelves. The porcupine did some really nice custom carving in the base down here, and it really added an accent to our kitchen. Now coming into the penthouse suite, this is where I'm staying, and this wall here serves for a lot of privacy in the penthouse suite. It really divides the room up nice. Now up here, the wallpaper at the Playboy Mansion, I felt like this pretty lady maybe got kind of cold in the wintertime, so I gave her some boxer shorts with my Jiffy marker and a nice bikini top. Now, leaving the penthouse suite, we're gonna come through the kitchen. This is kind of the family room area. You gotta be careful, because if the floor was slippery, you'd slip and lose your footing and slide down into the corner, because it's on about a 17-degree angle, so you gotta be really careful down here. This is a camp stove. It's pretty sound, works pretty good. That's the pack rat trap. We've only caught one pack rat so far. This is the food agenda. We have lots. We have some old rice. We actually have a pretty solid ration of rice. If we got stranded here, we'd be good for at least 7 or 8 days. We might just want to drown ourselves in the lake, but now over here, this is the cameraman suite. The bed is actually only 4'8", but that's perfect for Richie because he's 4'7".
It's 5'6".
Oh, come on. So this is Richie's side of the house. It's all really homey and really nice. I think we really fixed it up nice. If you guys remember what it looked like the first day we got here, it's pretty sweet. Got an old axe for chopping wood. Got a belt. Rich.
Spare belt for the Bravo.
Spare belt for the Bravo if we really get ripping. Huh? Just in case we run out of gas on the beauty Bravo. We got snowshoes. And those are nice. Those are the real deal. So you got the porcupine that did some custom work on the mansion, and you got the grizzly bear that really did a lot of extra work up here. And this is something that I did, that I added to the mansion. The chimney was all rusted out and completely gone. So I took our roll of tin foil and I wrapped it and wrapped it and wrapped it and wrapped it. And I wanted to give kind of the rooftop of our kitchen the chrome look. Come with me. We can't finish an episode of Cribs without showing you all of our sweet rides. Now we've showed you the Bravo. We got a few more for you. Now, on our way to show you the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful boat we have, I want to show you the rhubarb patch. I think it's seen better days, but we still have rhubarb patch, and that's rare. Now look at this beaut. This is our jet boat. Richie wants to water ski behind it, but I'm still doing a few push-ups trying to pump up the muscle to get going enough speed down our lake for Richie to water ski on. Richie and I are just waiting for a plane. We got the mansion all packed up.
I think every hunter experiences this at some point, that dreaded feeling that you're going home empty-handed. But I did film you shoot an awesome moose, and that's my job. Just having a chance to hunt moose was a luxury for a cameraman, and we had some cool experiences, so it's not all bad.
That's right.
But I'm still sad.
I feel your pain, bud. I hunted moose when I was Jim Shockey's cameraman. Can't say I hunted moose, but I had a moose tag 5 different years with Jim and didn't get to use it. And I felt that pain quite a few times. But you know what Jim always told me? He said, you're young and your turn will come.
31. I'm not that young, but
You're right, that's pretty old. But what I do remember is, at the time, when Jim said, your turn will come, I felt like saying right back to him, yeah, right, it's never gonna happen. And I've been fortunate enough to have many opportunities since then, so he was right. And Richie, I'm gonna tell you right now, your turn will come.